Hi, it's Dr. Goggin. I want to share with you a wonderful website that if you're a parent, you probably have heard about. This is called Khan Academy. And I like to tell people that you can go and learn just about anything at Khan Academy. If you want to go back and learn your calculus all over again, what fun that would be, right? You can go to Khan Academy and they will show you how to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to one of the videos that Khan Academy has put out, and so you'll kind of get my personalized narration of this, but this is going to be about the digestive system. A lot of you remember about your digestive system if you think back to high school or college, but let's just revisit it and think about how important it is and how it helps us in terms of being able to get energy, because that's where we get our energy, from the food that we eat, and it's important that it's working well. So I'm going to play this video, and if you think about it, within your body, much of what's in you is actually not you. Once you take food in and you swallow it, it goes through your gastrointestinal tract, and when it's in that gastrointestinal tract, it's really part of the outside world. So when we think about following food down from our mouth until the time that it's expelled out of your body, it's really not you. Isn't that funny? So we're going to review the gastrointestinal tract and talk about each of the individual parts and the main function of what they do. When you look here, obviously we're starting with the mouth. We see the mouth here, and hopefully you have teeth, and if you don't have teeth, part of the function of the mouth is more difficult because we really do need to chew our food well. One of the main ways that we break down food is chewing, to break it into smaller bits, and then we are able to allow the digestive juices like the saliva that's in our mouth to start to break down the various nutrients in there. And it's important that you take time to chew and chill when you're eating. Okay, so it's very important. Chew your food to liquefaction if possible, and it will make a huge difference in the way that you're able to digest your food. So after we chew it up and we make a bolus of food and we swallow it, what happens to that food? It goes into the esophagus, and this guy right here is the esophagus. And for those of you who have had heartburn, this is where people experience heartburn when the acid from the stomach comes up into the esophagus. All right, and so to reduce heartburn, there's a few things that you can do, but one thing is effective chewing. Okay, so the bolus comes on down and it gets into, right, the stomach. The stomach, super important. It does a lot of different things. It churns up the food, which is kind of like chewing, but it squishes in all different directions to make the food into what we call chyme. And the enzymes in the stomach are released, and it's important that you have acid in the stomach, because the acid in the stomach allows for the next part of your GI tract to release the right enzymes. And if you don't have enough acid in your stomach, there's not going to be the right indication that more enzymes are needed when it passes into our intestines and our duodenum. So after the stomach, the food is going to pass through into the small intestine. First part of that is called the duodenum, and that's where much of the enzymes come in from your liver, from your pancreas, and they're squeezed into the duodenum, and then it moves through the small intestine. And in the small intestine, there are places where we absorb nutrients and absorb the what you need to create energy. So it's very important. The enzymes will continue to break down, and you'll be absorbing some nutrients. And if people have bacteria that are starting to live up here that are not meant to, they can have bloating, they can have gas. That's what we call small bowel, small intestine bacterial overgrowth, or SIBO. You may have heard that happens in the small intestine. And that's right, if you have a lot of bacteria in here that aren't happy and are making gas, that's why your stomach feels bloated. After it moves to the small intestine, It ends up in the large intestine, and the large intestine is also a place where not quite as much happens, but what we have is reabsorption of water. We sort of do some water and balance, or vitamin K is also absorbed. We absorb other ions, and the food products that you're not using, they move all along. And we pass the food onto this area called the rectum. And the rectum is kind of like a storage area, similar to the stomach. In the stomach, we kind of store the food till it passes through, and we hold on to the processed food until it's time to let it go. And when we deem it unnecessary, we go to the bathroom and hopefully have a good bowel movement and get it all out. And when it comes out through a structure called the anus. That's when we go to the bathroom. So these are very important, because if this is not working right, or things are getting stuck in the colon, or not moving through, we also reabsorb toxins that are meant to be moved out of the body if you don't have everything moving through well enough. So I lost that. It's really important that that is functioning well. And with that, I'm going to end this. And if you want to go to Khan Academy, you can watch this next video on the kidney. So have a fabulous day. And I hope that was helpful, give you a little insight into what's happening in your gut.